Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain TXP and today's the 10th of August and the market looks relatively down compared to yesterday. And the news that is slowly building up in the mainstream media that covers cryptocurrency is that does Ethereum flip Bitcoin? So in today's episode, we're going to very briefly talk about it. What I plan to do is I plan to release at least 3 to 4 episodes with few people in the cryptocurrency industry. Maybe talking about how the flip would actually happen. What are the challenges and obstacles? As a matter of fact, there are a couple of forks which are going to take place in Ethereum before the merge date. As a matter of fact, there are a couple of forks that are taking place in Ethereum that may create a hurdle for Ethereum to flip Bitcoin. In today's episode, we will also be talking about Glassnode and CoinShares, weekly insights and blogs. We won't go into the details because to be honest, they are extremely technical and they are much better if you're actually looking at the screen. And there are a lot of numbers, charts and graphs, but we'll very briefly talk about it. Today's episode, we're also going to be talking about one of my favorite podcasters in the space. And her guest has a history of speaking things into existence so far as cryptocurrency space is concerned. And this particular episode has to do with Ethereum and if there will be more forks of Ethereum. We will also discuss some good news for Redditors and how FTX Exchange is tokenizing the Reddit community. So definitely good news. Some news from Australia is that they are planning on central bank digital currencies, and Bitcoin Magazine has also published an article earlier today on why central bank digital currencies is not real money. Now on a side note, I must say that lately Bitcoin Magazine has been publishing a lot of fake news, a lot of incorrect news, misleading information. As a matter of fact, one of the misleading news that they published earlier today has to do with the news from UAE, and they talked about how To Day Hypermarket is accepting Bitcoin. This is misleading information because UAE's To Day Hypermarket are planning to accept different cryptocurrencies. As a matter of fact, they're planning to accept 8 different cryptocurrencies, which brings us to 2 news about UAE. The first one being To Day Hypermarket plans to accept cryptocurrencies as payments. This is a brilliant news, especially for the users, for the store, and for the crypto community and Dubai as well. So the first news that I'll be covering regarding UAE will be about the To Day Hypermarket and their plan to accept cryptocurrency payments. Now I did try to use it, and I'll also share my experience on what my experience was using the To Day online website. The second news is about Web3 leader Bedu, and they align its expansion plans with the Dubai Metaverse strategy. So lately, a lot of news is circulating regarding Metaverse in Dubai and in UAE. So welcome everyone, it's Atim here in Dubai, and you're listening to Crypto and Coffee at 8, where we cover top news and information pertaining to Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. And how the series of episodes in the Crypto and Coffee at 8 works is, we usually cover some top news and information pertaining to the browser of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well. News that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other 2 news and information is related to Dubai, UAE and Middle East in the world of Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. This is followed by Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions from the cryptocurrency world. And every Fridays at 8 am Gulf Standard Time, we have an episode called Metaverse Everything, where we solely focus on Metaverse. So please check out those episodes as well. The format for Metaverse Everything podcast is completely different. And what I tend to do is I tend to publish a daily and a weekly report via my LinkedIn profile. So please follow me on my LinkedIn profile. My LinkedIn profile is in the show notes below. Alternatively, you can also go to my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com, and read through my blogs under the crypto blog section. Or you can also go to the Medium website and type in Blockchain DXB. So let's kickstart today's news. Today is the 10th of August, and to be honest, the market has gone down. As a matter of fact, it has gone down by 3.47% over the last day. Global crypto market is at $1.09 trillion. The total crypto market volume over the last 24 hours, though, has crossed the $100 billion mark. And to be honest, it is the first time in probably a month or 2 months' time that the total crypto market volume has crossed the $100 billion mark. So it is currently at $101.21 billion. and since the last 24 hours it is up by 51.16%. The total volume in DeFi is currently at $13.77 billion, and DeFi accounts for 13.61% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now guys, let me quickly have a check on what the TVL, that is total value locked in DeFi, is, because few days ago we talked about how the total value locked was an exaggerated number. As of today, the 10th of August, the total value locked in DeFi is still at $66.97 billion. So to be honest, not much going on in the DeFi world. The total volume of stablecoins now is at $86.61 billion. Stablecoin accounts for 82.61% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now the big news that is circulating in mainstream media so far as Bitcoin and Ethereum is concerned is if Ethereum flips Bitcoin. So what I'm going to be doing is, from today onwards, I'm going to be looking at three metrics, that is the market share, 24-hour trading volume, and the dominance of Bitcoin and Ethereum. The market share of Bitcoin as of 10th of August is $440 odd billion. I could probably even say $441 billion. It just might cross that in the next couple of hours. The market share of Ethereum is at $205 billion. So Bitcoin's market share is more than double as of now. Hopefully that changes in the next coming months when the Ethereum merge date kicks in. The 24-hour trading volume of Bitcoin is at $23 billion and Ethereum is at $16 billion. The dominance of Bitcoin is 40.48% and Ethereum is 18.90%. Now in case if you guys want to track if Ethereum flips Bitcoin, three metrics is what I would recommend you guys to go ahead and keep an eye on. The first one is the market share. Compare it between Bitcoin and Ethereum, the 24-hour trading volume, and the dominance. So the question is, does Ethereum flip Bitcoin? And will there be three forks of Ethereum? Now, one of my favorite podcasters, that is Laura Shin, who's if not one of the OGs in the cryptocurrency space, she had an interview, and her interview was with Kevin Zhu. And the interview is available on YouTube as well. And she's the host of a brilliant podcast called Unchained Podcast. In that interview, Kevin Zhu, who's the founder of Gallius Capital, shared his opinion on why Ethereum most likely will have three forks after the merge. So definitely a must listen. They also talk about the whole Terra Luna's death spiral and quite a lot of things. And in that interview, he also mentioned that he has a habit of speaking things into existence in the cryptocurrency world. So a bit of law of attraction also going in there. In that interview, they discuss what the difficulty bomb of Ethereum is, potential scenarios that could arise after the merge, and the possibilities of three forks and groups behind the encouragement of a proof of work Ethereum chain. So it could be possible that the proof of work Ethereum chain does actually continue. And if the proof of work chain will continue to operate with Ethereum moving to consensus layer, what are the challenges, what are the benefits? And in that interview, they also discuss how the proof of work chain of Ethereum would function without the biggest stable coins, that is USDT and USDC. In that interview, Kevin Zhu also takes a solid jab at Ethereum developers for not taking into consideration the investment done by miners. Now, to be honest, the developers did give the miners a lot of time to go ahead and make sure that the investments were arranged. And it isn't a decision which was done overnight, but I would definitely recommend you guys to go ahead and listen to that interview. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And Glassnode has also published a weekly insight that talks about how for the very first time in history, the Ethereum's options open interest rate at $6.6 billion is now higher than Bitcoin, which is currently at $4.8 billion. The weekly insight is called as Betting on the Merge. It has some really interesting information. It does have a lot of charts and metrics, so I wouldn't be discussing this in detail, but Glassnode also has a YouTube video explaining this in detail. If you are a technical nerd, I would definitely recommend you guys to go ahead and watch it. The article also talks about how Buy the Rumor, Sell the New style event around the merge date is taking place and how traders are actively looking to manipulate it. In the cryptocurrency space, Buy the Rumor, Sell the News always works. As a matter of fact, CoinShares weekly blogs has also confirmed that Buy the Rumor, Sell the News narrative is definitely in play and traders will manipulate the scenario quite a lot. And in that weekly blog, they also mentioned that Ethereum saw inflows totaling $16 million and it is enjoying a 7 consecutive week run of inflows which are totaling $159 million. CoinShares weekly blog is published via Medium. Very, very informative. The article also talks about how they believe this turnaround in investor sentiment is mostly due to greater clarity for the timing of the merge where Ethereum shifts from proof of work to proof of stake. So my question to you guys is, do you guys think that Ethereum flips Bitcoin? In terms of market share, definitely yes. In terms of price, I don't think so. Maybe in a couple of decades, it could be possible that the price per Ethereum is more than that of Bitcoin. One thing to note is that in USA, there's midterm elections taking place in the final quarter of this year. And with the midterm elections taking place on the 8th of November, most likely we might be heading towards a bullish market in the cryptocurrency space. But our price predictions are 100% right 50% of the time. Let's move on to next news, and this is to do with Redditors. FTX Exchange has partnered with Reddit to roll out tokenized community points with Reddit. So definitely brilliant news. And they're doing that in partnership with Arbitrum. Arbitrum definitely helps scale Ethereum much better. So in case if you do want to find out technical details about it, what I would recommend you to do is try to understand what Arbitrum is, then move on to this news, you'll get more information. So definitely brilliant news. And if you read through the article by FTX, it actually says that users, when they want to move their points for the tokenized funds, they will have to pay a gas fee. And the gas fee is a ridiculously low amount. So I would definitely recommend you guys to go ahead and read through the blog by FTX. Let's move on to news from down under. The Reserve Bank of Australia has just announced that they are collaborating with the Digital Finance Cooperative Research Centre, also called as DFCRC, on a research project to explore use cases for CBDCs in Australia. So central bank digital currencies in Australia are definitely kicking off. And the project is expected to take about a year to complete. And interested industry participants will be invited to develop specific use case. This on a macro level, I don't think so is good news. Now we at Blockchain DXB have an event on the 26th of this month that is called as Central Bank Digital Currencies, the Basics, Threats to Freedom, and its use case in the Metaverse. So having central bank digital currencies being rolled out is definitely not ideal. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin Magazine has also published an article. Now surprisingly, this is a very good article that talks about why Bitcoin is money and central bank digital currencies are not. So some really good points mentioned in that article. The article also talks about a comparison to money and gold, and it also gives very good commentary on why fixing the money would actually fix the world. So definitely worth reading through the article. Now let's move on to news regarding UAE. The first one is the Dubai store Day Hypermarket is planning to accept cryptocurrency payments. So definitely brilliant news. Now Day is the one of the most popular hypermarket chain in UAE, and just this year in 2022 they have launched an online website called as daytoday.ae. So the news is that Day Hypermarket plans to accept cryptocurrency payment, and they have come up with new options of payment, which is the next step into the future of cryptocurrencies. The great thing what I liked about this news is that they're accepting cryptocurrency payments for the physical store and the online store as well, and most of the cryptocurrency types shall be accepted for payment processes. There are 8 different types of cryptocurrencies that will be accepted for payment purposes. This move of Day Hypermarket is done in partnership with PalaPay. The payment process would require your mobile phone. For in-store payments, it involves a POS machine, that is point of sale machine, that will make the transaction happen. So most likely it will be something similar to Apple Pay. You just take out your phone, scan it, and the payment is done. For online shopping payments, simply click on the option of the cryptocurrency payments. A link provided by the website will facilitate the payment thereon. In both the cases, the payment can be done hassle-free and instantly. Now I did try to log on to the website. I registered to the website. There were a couple of products that I selected, added it into the basket. After adding it into the basket, it did give me options to make payments. And the payment options that were given was Pala token, USDT Tron, USDT via Ethereum, Bitcoin, Tron, DAI, Ethereum, USDC. So absolutely brilliant options. But you had to log in to Pala Pay account. At this point of time, I did not go ahead further. But my assumption is that once you log into Pala Pay account, you need to probably do your KYC with Pala Pay account. Again, I could be 100% wrong in this. So in case if you guys are users of Pala Pay, please mention in the comments below or drop me an email to info@blockchaintxp.com. So I would definitely want to learn more. But again, absolutely brilliant move by To Day Hypermarket, and Pala Pay is making it extremely user-friendly. The user experience was absolutely smooth and brilliant. You just need to register, select the payment options, and it very clearly explains what payment options that you could select. But at this point of time, I'm not sure that once you log into Pala Pay, if you need to do a KYC, does the KYC take some time or how that thing works? Again, in case if you guys have used it, please drop me an email. I would really like to get your feedback on this. With this latest advancements by To Day Hypermarket, the discount store has set a benchmark for other retailers in the UAE that will not just cater to expats, but also to citizens of the UAE. So definitely brilliant use. And once again, the user experience was extremely brilliant. And To Day, it's quite a well-known hypermarket in Dubai and in UAE. They have different locations. They have one in Al Fahidi, Banya Square. They have one in Al Safa, Al Qus, Ajman. Even in Abu Dhabi, they're planning to open real soon. Absolutely brilliant news. So they accept 8 different types of cryptocurrencies, that is Pala token, USDT Tron, USDT Ethereum, Bitcoin, Tron, DAI, Ethereum, and USDC. Again, at this point of time, I'm not sure if once you log into Pala Pay, if your existing cryptocurrency gets automatically converted into Pala token and then To Day market accepts Pala token. I really am not sure. But nonetheless, still a brilliant use case. And what I really liked about this news is they're doing cryptocurrency payments for the physical store and for the online store as well. So definitely leading the news so far as cryptocurrency adoption is concerned. Let's move on to next news, and this is again a positive news. This is to do with Web3 leader Bedu aligns its expansion plans with Dubai Metaverse strategy. Now I believe I have covered Bedu in the past, and the website for Bedu is Bedu.io. That is B for Bravo, E for Elephant, D for David, U for Umbrella.io. And the goal is building the new digital frontier. Bedu empowers businesses, governments, and individuals with innovative blockchain and Web3 solution in building in the new digital frontier. And Bedu.io is a pioneering blockchain firm specializing in building a new technology-driven world. The company leverages a unique combination of proprietary technology, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and extensive experience in blockchain, IT security to develop and deploy a secure and ethical blockchain-driven platform. And Bedu operates through its 2 business units, that is Bedu Labs and Bedu World. So let me explain what Bedu Labs is and what Bedu World is. Bedu Labs is an NFT factory providing turnkey solutions for clients interested in securing a front row seat at the Web3 arena. Their services include planning, creations, deployment, and promotions of Web3 and NFT projects, and they strive to enable digital creators to safeguard creative ownership, maintain provenance, and interoperate with all major NFT marketplaces, including the self-owned. So what they do is they offer business plan and project strategies, smart contracts, Web3 integrations, website and design. So go to the website, loads of useful information. The second part, that is Bedu World, is the Bedu Metaverse ecosystem, which is providing a deep, immersive, and functional environment. It is driving unique innovation and based on very powerful technology capabilities to showcase a viable, attractive, and deep metaverse opportunity for local, large-scale Middle East enterprises. So definitely brilliant news. So the massive news is that Web3 leader Bedu aligns its expansion plans with the Dubai Metaverse strategy. So they plan to create new jobs, adding consultancy and advisory services for Web3 and Metaverse projects, and a range of other offerings that will support public and private sector entities in the development of the visions for the next iteration of the internet. And I talked about in last week's Metaverse Everything podcast, where the Dubai media office did put up a brilliant article where they expect Dubai to be the world leader so far as Web3 is concerned. And it's news such as this that strengthens the vision of Dubai being the world leader in Metaverse and the Web3 field. Bedu also wants to accelerate the company's growth and operations. Bedu is now expanding its team in the UAE and contribute to job creation in the Metaverse. The company is hiring some of the industry's most visionary Web3 experts, Metaverse consultants, developers, as well as blockchain and solution specialists. So definitely a brilliant move. And if you are someone who's trying to get some work in the cryptocurrencies, Web3 world, or Metaverse is concerned, maybe look at the job openings at Bedu. Amin Al-Zuruni, the Chief Executive Officer of Bedu, has said, Dubai's bold vision for the next iteration of the internet is one we wholeheartedly share. Today, Bedu looks to the future as our strategy already aligns with that of the government. We have made waves already with our work in NFTs, blockchain, and Metaverse. Our UAE NFT Key Pass, a unique membership scheme for the non-fungible token community, was launched by our UAE NFT division earlier this year, and we have conducted a series of well-received curated art drops. As we expand our services, it is now our intention to enable a free economy within a metaverse and create several job opportunities that will continue to the national growth. And combined together, Web3 and Metaverse are a journey in the making, and Bedu is building that virtual future today, brick by brick, stone by stone, and we are excited about every step we take forward to achieve this. So definitely brilliant move. So news such as this will definitely make sure that Dubai is the world leader in Web3. So that's all for today, guys, on the Crypto and Coffee at 8 from Blockchain DXB. In case you guys have any feedback or suggestions, please drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. You can also check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com. You can also check out my other website called area2071.com that talks everything about Metaverse. And if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Now for the next 30 minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions about Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kickstart the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions about Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And remember, Monday to Thursdays, 8 am to 8:30 am, we have Crypto and Coffee at 8, where we cover job news and information pertaining to Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. This is followed by 2 news and information related to Dubai, UAE, and Middle East from the cryptocurrency world. What you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions about Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Mandir who asks, what would happen if Ethereum flips Bitcoin? To be honest, Mandir, not much would happen when Ethereum flips Bitcoin. The only thing that would happen is that mainstream media will be talking more about Ethereum than Bitcoin. Now, once mainstream media starts talking more about Ethereum than Bitcoin, it could be possible that institutional investors, retail investors will be investing more in Bitcoin. Personally, I do think that Ethereum flips Bitcoin only in market share or in market cap, but not in the price. But it could be possible, let's say, in a couple of years or maybe in a decade's time, because institutional investors and retail investors are investing in Ethereum and the way how the supply of Ethereum is cleverly managed, it is possible that even in the price, Ethereum may flip Bitcoin. Once institutional investors in Ethereum talk more about Ethereum, there is a very high possibility that more dApps or decentralized apps are being built on Ethereum. There will be more fundings, there will be more innovative ways to increase the scalability of Ethereum. So it could be possible that there are a lot of people who will switch their investments from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Now, is that going to be an easy process? I really don't think so. What I'm planning to do, Mandir, is I'm planning to release at least 4 episodes, and I'm really looking for speakers where I'll have a 2 or 3 week conversation try to get their experience and their knowledge on if that thing would happen. What I would recommend you to do is, Mandira, and something which I mentioned at the start of this episode as well. In case if you do want to track if Ethereum flips Bitcoin, there are 3 metrics that I would recommend. I'm sure there are many other metrics to look at as well. The first one is look at the market share of Bitcoin and Ethereum. The next, look at the 24-hour trading volume. And finally, even look at the dominance of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Does this give all the information about flipping? Definitely not. You also have to look at the technical elements of it. You also need to look at all the 5 stages that Ethereum will have to eventually go through in order to transition from Ethereum to Ethereum Consensus, which was formerly called as Ethereum 2.0, by the way. So not much will happen so far as the technology is concerned, but over time, because Ethereum gets a lot of mainstream coverage, it is possible that the investment flows in more, and that is something which CoinShares also mentioned in the weekly blogs as well. So I am really keen, Mandira, on doing a 4-part episodes, and I'll try to do that at least before this 19th of September. That is when the merge date is going to happen. And we'll also discuss more things like the decentralized apps that is being built, the current adoption rate, the current user numbers. So that will give us some more idea. I would also like to discuss some of the so-called Ethereum killer projects, like centralized blockchain like Solana. We'll also talk about, Avalanche. EOS at one point of time used to be the Ethereum killer, and people literally don't even know what EOS project is. A lot of Ethereum killer projects have completely subsided. So we'll be talking about all those things in the 4-part series. So that's all for today, guys, from the Ask Me Anything series on Blockchain TXB. In case if you guys have any feedback or suggestions, please drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. You can also check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com. And please check out my other website, that is area2071.com, that talks everything about Metaverse. And if you like listening to this podcast, follow the like button and share the word across. And remember, guys, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. we have Crypto and Coffee at 8, where we cover job news and information pertaining to Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse, and how the series of episodes on the Crypto and Coffee at 8 works is, we usually cover some top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other 2 news and information is related to Dubai, UAE, and Middle East from the cryptocurrency world. And finally, what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions about Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. Thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.